61 happens is your Goa liberation. Again, not many people know that the Navy played a very, very important role there in 2 or 3 ways. One is that we choked the sea access. Remember, Portugal was a part of, in retrospect, we say, yaar, kuch nahi hua. But it was a NATO nation. There was promise of support from here and there. We had just become independent. We were not sure of how much strongly we would be in terms of our foreign policy. And then you are not sure of their force strength.
Correct.
Ultimately, they were very few, but you're not sure of their force strength.
Right.
So what the Navy did, choked Goa from seaward, exercised sea control, and we fought a sea battle on the 18th of December 61.
With the Portuguese.
With the Portuguese.
Portuguese ships.
So 3 of our ships inside Goa harbour had a gun battle with the Portuguese frigate called the Afonso de Albukark.
Okay.
Now remember this name because that ship was overcome in a gunfire. It was a small gunfire of less than half an hour. But that guy was, accurate gunfire from Indian ships. He was set on fire and he raised the white flag of surrender.
Okay.
Afonso de Albuquerque is the name of the guy who was the governor of Goa and set up the Portuguese Empire in Goa in 1510.
So he surrendered.
So he surrendered. I mean, this is very symbolic, right?
Yes, it is.
The ship that bears his name puts a white flag of surrender. So after 4.5 centuries of colonization, you got a symbolic closure of sorts. It's very, very symbolic and not many of us see it. I mean, it is sad that we did not keep that ship. It should have been made as a permanent museum, permanent this one. One of the problems of our heritage conservation is we didn't do that.
Where?
It went in scrap.
Scrap. Oh.
So, I mean, they tried to make something of it, and I believe accommodation ship, something training. I'm not too sure, but ultimately we didn't.
Yeah, we should have kept that as memory of.
Yes, we should have. Then there was action in Anjadip Island, which is a small island off Karwar, but and there the Navy was asked to take over the island, and there the Portuguese did what we call as perfidy, that they raised the white flag of surrender when our sailors went to land on the island.
Okay.
But when they landed, they fired at them. So we lost some people there. And then of course our ships fired and we combed and over the day did operations and overcame them. But it was also in a way, our first, as we say, fired with anger, first time we lost people in an operation. It gave vital lessons of conduct of this sort of thing. I mean, actually amphibious thing should have been the Army's charter, but at that time the Navy was asked to do it. Also, capture of Diu, liberation of Diu. Again the Indian naval ship INS Delhi was sent there. She was asked to stay far away, but she close to the Diu fort because the army company was facing some resistance, and Delhi opened with its 6-inch guns on the Diu fort and blasted it and got the surrender. So we don't remember these things, So we played a very important role in 61 war.